back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I'm filming this on Thanksgiving. I'm probably going to post it tomorrow, so happy Black Friday as well. Anyway, I post new videos every single week about the newest episode of Teen Mom the Next Chapter, and when the season's not airing, we just talk about the tea. If that's something you want to watch, go ahead and subscribe. And anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. So we're going to start today's video off with Amanda Connor's TikTok Corner. And it's actually somewhat positive this week. Amanda posted this video showing that she got full custody of her son 10 years after having lost custody. So let's go ahead and watch this.
Okay, guys, before I pull off, I'm on my way to custody court. It's my first court day. I filed a petition last month for full custody. I've done every requirement they asked. Completed probation, completed rehabilitation, inpatient and outpatient, parenting, hair follicles. I've been on a roll just trying to get custody back of my kid. I wasn't ready to talk about it in the beginning just because it bothered me not having custody of him. But we're on our way to custody court, so wish me luck. I will keep everyone updated. Just got back from court. Let me show y'all how. So Brandon is at school, so he doesn't know yet. He'll be so excited.
Congratulations to Amanda. If the court said that she did everything she's supposed to be doing, then that's great. Now, it has been, 10 years of her failing to get custody, but I guess that just goes to show that there's a little bit of hope for everybody. Now, the next step would be for Ryan to start seeing his 2 kids that he has with Mackenzie that he's ignored for years. Just a reminder, Mackenzie does allow Ryan to see their kids. And she showed the receipts where she offered many times, like, hey, do you want to take the kids out today? And he would just ignore her. Every single time, Ryan would refuse, because Mackenzie's one rule is that he can't bring Amanda with him to see the kids. And this is reasonable, given that Amanda has threatened to fight Mackenzie on social media several times, and also makes fun of Mackenzie on social media, and actually goes beyond making fun of her, going out of her way to dress as her for Halloween and shit. Like, who would want their kids around somebody like that? This is obviously someone who's not very stable, and who could possibly take her hatred for their mother out on the kids. But Amanda is not having it. Instead of telling Ryan, go see your kids, even if it has to be without me, she instead went on live and said this. Also, I did not add that orange caption on the screen recording. I don't know who did. Definitely wasn't me.
And she may really be worried for their safety, like she says, but I don't think it's that. I think it's other things. But if it is, time and consistency will show that. Hopefully. I know she's not, but give her the benefit of the doubt, guys. I would never. Ever. I would never talk bad about her to her own kids. I would never. That is not me. I would never do that.
I'm sorry, but you can't threaten to physically fight someone and mock them constantly and then be like, oh, well, she can't be worried for her kid's safety around me, a decades-long drug addict who threatens to fight her. Mackenzie doesn't even know you, and all you do is attack her because she's the ex. Maybe if you try to be friendly with her and prove yourself to be a stable person who acts like an adult, instead of making childish TikToks mocking her for clout, then maybe Mackenzie would be more willing. Mackenzie also saw this clip of Amanda's live, and she commented this. Is this a motherfucking joke? Amanda's whole TikTok is a joke, so yeah. Anyway, moving on, Amber Portwood is back on social media after a 2-year hiatus. Let's see what she has to say.
I'm a lot more calm these days, guys. 2 years of a break off of social media. A break off the show twice. But I'm back for this one. Everybody's doing a lot better. So yes. Yes, I'm single. Lord, yeah. I promise.
So she's single now and will be back for the next season. Now, we do have some information on her storyline next season. Us Weekly revealed that Amber has not paid child support for years for Leah, and Gary wants to take her to court over it. Amber's team claims that she has been paying, and she does have some receipts. Why would you not have all the receipts? But whatever. Either way, they're both saying 2 different things, and I think that I know who I believe, and it's not the one doing TikTok battles for chump change. Take a look at this clip.
I think I got it. I got it!
Everybody is 300 points.
My first match! Yay! Thank you! Times 3? Gifting. What? No way. Are you serious? I'm crying. Guys, look. I'm crying. I'm crying. You guys, I'm crying. Stop. So good. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I know. I'm getting it together. I'm getting it together. I promise. I'm sorry. Okay. I know. I don't usually cry.
Okay, Snipe!
Ah, you guys are so sweet.
Snipe!
What are you doing?
Not paying child support for a child that you almost never see when you make 6 figures a year and like in the middle to high range of 6 figures, not the low 6 figures. That's just insanity, and I hope she does get court ordered to pay him. Lastly, but not leastly, Caitlyn and Tyler are back to posting about the adoption. They actually shut the fuck up for a while, and it was my hope that maybe like Brandon and Teresa contacted them behind the scenes and were like, hey, if y'all shut up, we'll let you see Carly again. Just don't talk about it publicly. But I guess not. I guess that was wishful thinking because Caitlyn is back at it. First, she's posting statistics about how adoption is trauma, some scary stuff involving suicide even. And then she reposted this video.
I think that a lot of people remember this. And honestly, I'm 99.9, 100% sure that it was their intention to close the adoption the entire time. They just couldn't because it was so public. As soon as things died down and it wasn't very public anymore, that's when they cut contact. And they weren't expecting Caitlyn and Tyler to be vocal about it because they've been walking on eggshells this entire time because Brandon and Teresa had the upper hand in the power dynamic. But now that they've cut contact and Caitlyn and Tyler don't have a relationship with Carly right now, they really don't have anything to lose. So they're gonna call them out on their really awful behavior. And I'm glad that they are. And I'm gonna help them. Because honestly, when you go back and you watch the clips, it's a perfect example of coercion and manipulation in the adoption industry. Oh well, they reap what they sow. Teresa is a classic unhealed infertility case. 100%. She was so desperate to get a baby. You can see it in every clip. Every time she talks, she's one of those like, give me the baby people. Like, she was so desperate to get a baby that they signed this contract. And honestly, they perpetuated it just as much as anybody else did. They were doing magazines and using their platform, plenty. So the fact that they're using this now, that we didn't want it to be public and her life shouldn't be so public, is complete bullshit. They're using it as a cop-out. Because again, they perpetuated this platform plenty. It's all a bunch of crap. Honestly, I don't have any sympathy for them at all whatsoever. I'm in the negative as far as sympathy for Brandon and Teresa go. They reap what they sow. End of story.
Now, this is a pretty wild take, considering that Caitlyn and Tyler also wanted a closed adoption from the beginning. Not only did they say that out loud in their 16 and Pregnant episode, they also typed it out in black and white in their book. Obviously, they changed their mind about the closed adoption over time, but then so did Brandon and Teresa change their mind, so what's the point you're trying to make? And also, saying that Brandon and Teresa cut contact when the adoption matter became less public was her words, that's just a joke. Caitlyn and Tyler have been on the show pretty consistently for years. The only time they stopped filming was when Teen Mom had like a little hiatus around like 2013, 2014, and they didn't close the adoption back then when they were getting the least amount of attention on social media. They did it while Kate and Tyler were very much still on the show, still filming, which is why the news of the adoption closing absolutely blew up and everybody was talking about it, even people who I didn't know watched Teen Mom. So her takes are bad. And then talking about Teresa's infertility, something which is a very personal health issue, is not going to make her want to change her mind. Like, I know that Caitlyn will talk about every single bit of trauma that she has on TV, but not everybody wants to do that. And I do hope that Caitlyn and Tyler get back in contact with Carly. I really do. Like I've said in a previous video, I don't take either side here. And I really do not like how Brandon and Teresa cut them off without an explanation. I think that was completely uncalled for. But you know, the decision was made a long time ago to place Carly for adoption. So you do have to deal with Brandon and Teresa. There's no way around it. Like, you gotta be a little more strategic about it, guys. Stop posting about them. It's not working. Shut down the OnlyFans. Shut the fuck up about it. Then you might have a chance. And if they still don't let you, then you can at least say that you tried. Anyway, that is all for today's video. Let me know what you think down below. How do you feel about Amanda Connor getting custody back of her son? Do you think she deserved it? Do you think the son's gonna be growing up in a healthy environment with her and Ryan there? How do you feel about Amber coming back to social media? Do you think that she should pay Gary child support? Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week. And have a very happy Thanksgiving.